Let's make a patch of flowers inspired by pop artist Andy Warhol. So what you need first for this project is a piece of black paper. I like to cut mine in a square. This is about a 9 by 9 square. You don't have to cut it in a square if you don't want, if it's just a 9 by 12 or an 8.5 by 11. You just want to make sure you start with a black piece of paper because how we're going to do it, black works the best. And then you need some what's called construction paper crayons. Now these are special crayons that are totally formulated just to color on black pieces of paper. It shows up better. If you don't have these, you can find them at Walmart or online, but don't sweat. You can always grab some neon paint or some paint that you think that will show up on a black paper. Then you also want to have a pair of scissors, something to draw with, some school glue. Stick glue works the best. And then some neon colored paper. These are actually just some scrap pieces that I had lying around. So when working with Andy Warhol and doing projects based on Andy Warhol, we know that he was a pop artist who loved to use a lot of different really bright colors. So that's why we're going to do it with these colors. So the first thing that you want to do is grab your colors and you want to draw 4 basic flower shapes. They don't need to be perfect, they just need to be almost like fluffy clouds. You need to grab 4 colors and just draw a random, flower shape. These are going to be kind of abstract flowers. They're not going to have much detail on them. But go ahead and cut out 4 different flowers. You can cut them all out at the same time. That's what I did, and I got myself these flowers like this. So before we glue them on, you want to color your background. So I'm just going to start with like this greenish color and just color the background. And again, if you don't have these construction paper crayons, that's okay. You can pause this video, go run out and get some, or use paint, or maybe if you have special metallic markers. The reason I do it with these crayons is because the effect is really cool on black paper. So I just kind of want to do a fun little color mixture here. You can do all green if you want to do it like a true patch of grass for our abstract flowers, or you can kind of get crazy with your colors. And again, if you want to use neon paint, if you have that lying around, that's also fun as well. Just make sure that your surface is completely dry before you go ahead and glue on your bright colored flowers. So when you have your background all finished, you can start gluing on your flowers. You can add more things as you go, just kind of all over the place. Bear in mind these will mostly be covered up, but however you want to decorate the background is fine. Okay, so now we're going to do them. I'm going to glue them about in the same direction as they were cut, because what Andy Warhol did was he did a lot of things that kind of all looked alike, that mirrored each other, that just were different variations, different color variations from the next one. So that's why I'm going to do it that way. Again, you don't really have to, but that's just how I'm going to do it. So it almost looks like he took something and cut it into 4 pieces, and like each part of this is a little quadrant, and then they all look the same except for the color. That's kind of what we're going for here, but it's just a general suggestion based on if we're going for Andy Warhol. Just get glue on the back of all of your pieces. The last thing that you want to do, you can leave it blank just like that, or you can draw some little accessories, little parts to your flower, the little middle parts to your flower if you want to do that. draw details on the petals. This is completely up to you on if you want to do this. I'm going to add just one more little dimension to your Andy Warhol inspired flowers.